Dave Allan from Pike and Shot. Thanks so much for your time today. It's your second time at Chalke Valley. How is it to be back here?
It is absolutely fantastic. I love the place. I've been here for nearly 2 weeks, and to be quite honest, it was the best event I've run in a long, long time.
What's changed from last year then?
I think it was the step up to the plate. The World War II aircraft together with the World War I aircraft. Absolutely fantastic. The surprise visit by Dakota today, superb. The perfect finish to the World War II weapons demonstration that was happening just before. The tanks, the armoured cars, the jeeps, the equipment on show from every nation as part of the World War was on show during this weekend festival. Superb.
So for you, what was your personal highlight?
My personal highlight was to see, first of all, the Victorians that came along, joined in with the Victorian Fun Fair, made that a period piece, not been done before, but my own, I have to say, Napoleonics is my favourite period, and being able to describe the Battle of Vittoria with an author at the standing of Carol Duval doing the technical historical part and me telling people about the action taking place, a fantastic thing. And we even had a lady from Victoria who came up and said, that was superb, thank you so much for telling me about my history. And that air show was absolutely phenomenal. I will never forget those aeroplanes at that close proximity and being down at the flight station and listening to John bring them in one after the other. I thought it was over, I walked away, and then 5 World War I aircraft popped over the hill. Incredible. From members of the public, absolutely amazed, flabbergasted that this is available in such a beautiful valley like Chalke Valley. Secondly, from the reenactors and the participants, when's the next one?
And one of the highlights for me has certainly been the World War I trench, which from children, young to old, I mean, everybody's loved it. Was that an unprecedented?
It's the first for me. I work closely with the 10th Essex. We do a lot of World War I stuff for large national bodies, National Trust, people like that. I have to say that I think the investment that the Chalke Valley Festival has made will bring lots and lots of opportunities for educational throughout the next few years, especially 14 to 18 with the 100th anniversary commemoration. And I think the 2 days education was a storm. I think that is absolutely vital.
Would you say more for next year?
I would go 5 days.
5 days.
I would go 5 days. I know it was difficult this year. It would be a big commitment. There would be people out there that would say, is that too much? But there are professional people, as you know, reenactors do it for fun, but the historians, the living interpreters, they do it for their job. And I think the amount of opportunity we have now of teaching history in this country properly through this festival and its outlet is unprecedented.
Absolutely. So obviously there was a huge buzz about the arrival of the tanks. Can you talk us through the sort of logistics of actually getting them into the festival?
Yeah, from the main roads in is obviously quite tight. A 40-foot Arctic with a couple of armoured vehicles on is a bit of an unusual thing to see in Wiltshire. Having got it onto site, of course, the Stug 3, which is the German AFV, and the SDKFZ, which was the half-track vehicle. They were a fantastic arrival, which I think you captured earlier in the festival. Getting them back out was a little bit more difficult as the starter motor had jammed on this fine piece of German machinery. Unusual, but we did get it started and it's now on its way home. Bigger tanks next time, we'd love to. Difficulty is the roads. However, we have a plan. We can drive certain tanks on the road, on the public highway. They are licensed, so we thought convoy them in, load them off the main road, and then drive them in and create another spectacle. The arrival in armour in Chalke Valley, probably since the first time since 1944 in the build-up to D-Day.
Well, that would be fantastic. I mean, obviously Chalke Valley is your tour de force. It's your baby. But what's your background? I mean, how have you got here?
Well, my background comes from when I was a young boy. My father took me to see the International Napoleonic Fair, which was run by Greenhill Books. It was in London. I loved it so much, I now own it, and I now run it on a two-yearly basis, part of which was this year. I also now own and run the International Living History Fair, which is a large market indoors twice a year, similar to the historical market but indoors during the winter. And we hope very much to work together with Chalke Valley History Festival and create something very special in this country, something that's not been done before, an educational based festival that can spread countrywide and maybe beyond.
Oh, that would be fantastic. And just to finish, what do you want to see here in Chalke Valley History Festival 2014?
2014, I think, is a possibly a really good year to look at the 70th anniversary of D-Day. With the turnout we've had this year, the aircraft we've had, we can do something maybe just off the beaches. Perhaps we can do something bigger and better next time. I think parachute drop might top it. I'll let you know.
Fantastic. Well, that would be superb. Dave
You're
Allan,
welcome.
Thanks very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks very much for the interview. Bye-bye.